Hello, yes, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, that's
I,
good.
I'm sorry, I joined the class late.
It's
Because
okay.
I try to join because I try to join the class with my laptop, but it couldn't.
Ah, it seems like that whenever you are using your laptop, you are having a problem, right?
But yesterday I can join
Ah,
by my laptop, but today I couldn't. I don't know why.
it seems like your laptop is moody. Sometimes it is okay, but sometimes it is not, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how about how are you today? Are you still doing some reports and busy?
Uh, Today I'm not busy as yesterday, but I haven't finished my report yet.
Mm.
And interesting about um, smart home. Do you know about smart home?
Again?
Do you have you heard about smart home?
Oh, can you please type it?
Smart
I am not that sure.
smart home.
Smart home.
Yeah, smart
Uh,
home.
what is that all about? What is that all about?
It's about the digital or some gadgets you can combine in your home with the intelligent device. Uh,
Mm.
you can turn on the light or open the door voice, by your voice.
Ah, yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
Just like in our mobile phone, right? In iPhone, the Hey
Yes.
Siri, yeah, right? But then,
Yeah, by Siri.
mm-hmm. But then, you know what? I just watch it on in the television. The one they can you open the gate, turn off the light, turn on the light, just like that. But then, are you doing that to your home?
Not yet.
Ah, you
Not
have
yet.
plan.
This evening. Yeah, when I change my house, change my flat to other house, big house, I will implement the smart house. But
Ah.
now, no, not yet. Yeah, and this afternoon, there was one staff of my team sharing. He has shared some information about smart home to all
Mm.
the member of my team.
Mm.
Yeah,
So,
I find it
uh-huh.
it's a very interesting. Yeah,
So
but
you, mhm.
uh, but it I think it's interesting. But I only find it when we are in the big house. If we are only in the small house, I think it's not convenient and convenient if we don't use something related smart house. Only for
Mm.
a big house.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But then, so it mean to say that you are planning to transfer from another house?
Um. Perhaps. It's probably. I think some years. Uh. Now. Now I'm pleased with my flat now because it's not too big, but it's convenient for us to live. Yeah.
Mm, I see. But then, if you are planning to transfer for a bigger house, is it still there in that particular place, or you're going to transfer another place in that city, I mean?
It, I know, I know you. I think I know you mean.
Mm-hmm.
When I change my house, I think I will perhaps I will change to the villa.
Ah, wow.
I think
Really?
so. If change to villa, I will change, but or change to another flat in the apartment in another department. It's a more modern.
Mm.
I think so. Modern apartment.
Um, an apartment, is that rent? Is that rent to own? Rent to own, or you're going to pay that for your entire life?
It's a enter life, not
Ah, I see, I see. But then, is it expensive or no?
no, not expensive. It depends on the place where you live.
Mm. But then, if why don't you try to get a lot, and design your own house?
Um, we also have yeah we can design we can design for our own house with my flat and when we had own house I
Mm-hmm.
you mean that when I live in flat, but I still design for my own design. I
Yeah.
will have my own design.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Now my flat now is a design for my own. But in detail for my own. But in general, we have to. It's the same as the flat in this department. Is this
Mm.
yeah? Is this apartment? Yeah.
But then, what is cheaper? To buy a lot and build your own design of house, or to rent a house that you will be able to pay for your entire life? What is cheaper?
In the life, it
Mm-hmm.
mean for our own, for my own.
Yeah,
It's not for the government. Yeah.
yeah.
You
So
mean that?
I am
Yes.
you mean to say that you are thinking that maybe you are going to rent an apartment, right? A bigger apartment.
Uh, apartment has there are many kinds of apartment with is average or modern
Mhm.
apartment.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And how will
yeah.
you pay
I
it?
mean that.
How will you pay it? Is it monthly, right?
Ah, it's it's for my own our own. So we haven't pay any. We only have to pay some fees of the apartment. It's a very small fee for
Mm.
apartment for each flat per apartment because it's our own. It's not for rent. It's a flat, not for rent.
Yeah.
It's our flat.
Mhm.
It's our flat, and every month we I I I I pay it for every year.
Mm. For how many years?
Other people how, how many years we can have the flat?
For how many?
You
Yeah.
mean that?
Mhm.
However, because it's our flat. It's in
Mm.
Vietnam. There are some flats. It only be your own for 50 years. Some flats
Mhm.
is your own for 50 years. But
Mhm.
for 50 years, but my flat is belong to us. However, many
Mm.
kind of flat in apartment in Vietnam is forever. Is belong the citizen, not belong the government.
You know what? Here in the Philippines, or here in my place, for example, I will be renting a house. I will be renting a house, an apartment, an apartment. We
Mm.
do have here two kinds of apartment. The first one is you're going to pay it until you are living in that apartment. But then when you leave, you're not going to pay it. Then other one is, for example, for example, I do have an apartment. I do have an apartment. And you want to rent my apartment. You want to rent my apartment. So you are going to give me money monthly.
Yeah,
Monthly.
yeah, yeah.
But
Yes,
then
it's for rent.
yeah. But then if you decided to leave, it's okay for me. Okay? So you will not be paying me anymore. The next one is
Ah,
the next one is rent to own. The next one is rent to
ah,
own. For example, I do have an apartment and you told me that you want to pay me that apartment rent to own. So for example, you will be giving me payment monthly for 10 to 30 years. That is rent to own.
mm,
Not just like
mm.
living in apartment that it is not rent to own. So you need to pay it for your entire life, for forever.
Anti-life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So how about your
anti-life
apartment?
forever.
Yeah.
It's anti-life for all.
Mm,
Anti-life.
I see.
Yeah, almost the apartment in Vietnam is anti all.
Mm,
It's a not yeah. Some special case is a for rent.
I see, I see. So, you know what? I am just thinking that it will be more expensive if you are renting an apartment and you will need to pay that monthly forever. It's expensive, right? Or no? I don't know in Vietnam, but then here in the Philippines.
Yeah, money forever. When you connect with when you buy a flat or apartment, when you connect with a bank, you can pay for bank monthly some amount of money. After many years, it that flat or that department is belong to you. It means that when you decide to buy a flat or a house, but you don't have enough money, you can collaborate with another with one bank with a bank and
Then you're going to
uh,
pay that in
yeah,
that particular bank.
yeah. Yeah. You only pay it some part, some money, but not at all, not all money, because you don't have enough money, and the bank will give the money for you, but
Mm.
you have to pay you have to pay to the bank money
But then
for
there,
money
yeah,
not.
But then there is an interest when you borrow some money to a bank, right?
Pardon, can you repeat?
There is some interest.
Interest?
Yeah, when you borrow some money in the bank.
Can you
Okay,
type it?
okay, sure. There is some interest when
Some
you
interest.
borrow some money to bank.
Ah, certainly, yes. They will calculate the interest, and it plus to the money when you have to pay monthly,
Mm,
monthly, not money. Yeah,
mm,
yes. You have to pay in the interest. It depends on monthly or yearly. The interest of monthly or yearly, and they recommend that we should we should borrow the money. We should find the money of the government bank to assure that the interest is in the suitable range.
mm. I see. But then you know what? Here in the Philippines, uh, and me, in my own opinion, I don't like to borrow some money to bank when it
Hmm?
comes to house. You know what?
Uh,
I don't know in Vietnam, but then here in the Philippines, you know Bank Elite. Let me type it. So for example, you need to pay the bank for about 10 to 15 years. And by that, for example, I don't have some money to pay it for almost 2 months, three
mm,
months. The tendency is the bank will elite your house or will get it because you cannot be able to pay them. That's
mm, mm, mm,
why many here in the Philippines, many Filipinos don't like to borrow some money in the bank because
mm, mm.
they are a little bit hard to please. They are a little bit hard to please that I don't have enough money for now. Can I pay that for the next month? Just like that. But then that bank is sometimes you cannot be able to please them. So that's why a lot
Mm.
of people don't like borrow some money in the bank. But then I don't know in Vietnam if they are eliting the house.
Uh, yes, in Vietnam, I find that the citizen or the people in Vietnam, um, house or flat is the very important problem with Vietnamese,
Mhm.
so that every people, everybody will uh, also want to have their own house or their own flat, and they find that when we have the old house or the old flat, we can do everything more better. Some
Mm.
people find that, yeah, so that they always try to get they always try to get their own house or their own flat. Uh, but um, uh, but some people when they buy the house or flat to live,
Mhm.
um, they choose. I think it's a not big house or not big flat, but
Mhm.
some people borrow the money of the bank to buy the flat or to buy the house. They only quite when we check
Mhm.
the what mm,
Word.
they only buy as an investment
Ah, I see.
investment, yeah.
Mhm.
Buy to investment because sometimes you buy it this month, but for many years or many months later, uh, the price of it is very high. It
Mm.
it increase
Ah.
the price.
Uh-huh.
Its price increase.
Mhm.
So at that time, when you sell it, you have the interest. Yeah,
Mm.
you have you have some money from selling it.
Mhm.
So that do you know many people uh, uh, consider um, consider to follow the
Mhm.
real estate. Yeah,
Mhm.
real estate.
Mhm.
They find it's the real
I
estate.
see. Yeah, yes.
The real.
But
Yeah. Some people some some people some people follow the real estate to get money for the life.
I see. But then your house it is an apartment, right? You are renting it?
Yeah, yeah. And no, it's my own.
Ah,
It's
you
our
bought
own.
that. You bought that.
We bought that. Almost
Ah,
people in Vietnam
so it
is
is a
almost
condominium. Is it a condominium?
not in premium. It's
Condominium, that one.
every condom condom no is wait me check the condominium.
Mhm.
It's the condominium. It's yes.
Mhm.
Ah, it's a fine. I don't know. We only call it is a flat. Yes, condominium.
Mhm. And you and
Exactly.
yeah,
It's a condominium.
yeah, exactly. So, and you need, if you live there, what's your plan? Because it is yours, right? Are you going
Yes.
to rent that to other person or no?
No, it's my own.
Ah, so if you transfer to another house, you will still keep that. You will still keep that.
I can sell it for other people. Yes,
Mm.
we can sell it because it's my own, not the government own. It's not for the government. It's of my own, of our
Mm.
own.
I see. So you're
Yeah,
going to keep it. You're not going to rent it by other people, right?
I can let it to other people for rent. I
Mm.
can because the asset of it's our asset, not the asset of government.
I see. I
It's
see. Yes.
our asset, so we can let it to rent to other people for other people. Let other people rent
Yeah, because it
it.
is
I
one of your
to other.
investment, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm. I see. Wow, I see. So you just paid that condominium for how many years? You just paid that for how many years?
yeah. We
Or it is
it's
one time
our
payment?
asset. Ah, when I bought, you mean that when I bought this
Mm-hmm.
condominium, I pay it one time,
Yeah.
or no, yeah, no, I we only had some small money, and we
Mm.
combine with we lend some we borrow some money from one from the bank, and
Are you still
after
paying it
some
or
years
you are already paying?
we already pay.
I see,
Yeah,
I
we already
see.
pay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in
Wow.
Vietnam,
Mm-hmm.
almost people when they
Mama, bigay mo na yung toy
there is
sa may
not much,
kama.
there are not much
Alam ni
people,
TK.
they will have enough time to pay it
Punta kay mama, may toy
one
dun.
time, when they bought when they buy a house or a flat or condominium.
I
Almost
see, I
people have
see.
to pay it for many years. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I am asking a while ago. Okay, so we're going to continue talking that one tomorrow because we don't have enough time, okay? So that would be all for
Okay.
tonight, my
See you
dear. Bye
tomorrow.
bye.